Hey, what's shaking, everybody? Luke Dancy here. Welcome back. It is Tuesday. I go live with you every single Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, but you already know that. Today's going to be a lot of fun, my friends. I have got a live performance of ReaList from Greg Rostami. Yes, I am talking about this ReaList. This is an incredible piece of magic you could do with a borrowed cell phone, and you can do this on your virtual shows, and you can do it in person, of course. And he's going to do it for you guys live. We're going to have Greg on in just a minute, so stay tuned for that. This blew my mind yesterday when he did it for me, so check it out in just a couple of minutes, okay? But first, I do have your giveaway this week. I'm gonna hook you up with some free magic like I always do. Got a download for you boys this week. This one is called Motive. Now, today's whole episode is about mentalism, getting inside people's heads. This one, you're gonna get inside their head in a different kind of way. This is a guess which hand type of effect. This is a download. You're gonna learn the secret. It is so devious. No technology going on here. You can borrow the objects. Works 100% of the time. And as Bizarro says, the way that this is accomplished is clever. It's exactly what he would have done, and Bizarro is super clever. So there you go. Borrowed objects 100% every time. No tech, no peaks, no table required. You can check out the trailer for Motive. So if you want to have a chance to win this, all you need to do is drop a like on the video. Do it to it. Come on. There you go. And drop me a comment in the comments section. And you are entered, and we'll announce those winners next week, okay? Of course, last week's winners, I got you boys out there too, and gals. I know we've got some female viewers out there too. Our YouTube winner from last week was Thomas. Thomas Fryer. Congrats to you, Mr. Thomas, being out there on the YouTubes. He dropped a like, dropped a comment. He is our winner from YouTube. Of course, I have our Facebook winner as well, Mr. Larry Mason. That's right, my friends. We do winners every single week. And congrats to these two guys on picking up a really nice deck of cards. These are the mono hexachromas. Yes, the mono hexachromas. I've got those queued up for you guys right here. I think I've got them right here coming up for you. A beautiful deck. Yes, as Colin says, Motive X sounds really dope. Yes, it does. And the cards are nice too. Let me just find those for you guys, and I will show them to you. These are really nice. So check it out. Here's a look. These are beautiful purple. Look at this. Look at that nice back design there. Pretty sweet stuff going on. Here's another look at the back. A little closer look for you guys. And here's a nice look at one of the court cards, the Queen, right there for you guys. So these were from last week. The winners picked up a deck each. And if you were one of our two winners, make sure to drop me an email. Luke@murphysmagic.com. We'll get your prizes out over to you. Our warehouse has been super slammed, so give us a little time. Once I get your info and send it to our team, it is going out, but they are really backed up. People love buying magic from all those magic shops. So congrats to our winners. If you were one of those, drop me an email right there. Okay, so winners coming this week. Again, I got a live performance coming up, a ReaList. Greg Rostami is going to join me in just a minute, so stay tuned for that. If you want to see some live magic, make sure to also share this in your favorite magic groups over on YouTube or on Facebook, rather. If you're on YouTube, you can share this as well. Make sure you drop a like. And we're going to do that for you guys. So a lot of exciting stuff going on today. Of course, live giveaways coming a little bit later too. I've got some other magic to give you guys. So it's going to be a good time. So coming up on Friday, though, here comes your first preview. This is another mentalism piece of magic for you guys. This is the Thought Transmitter Pro from John Cornelius. One of the just most clever guys that was around. You know, he's no longer with us, but so clever. So mentalism today. Greg Rostami's coming up in just a minute. But first, here's your quick preview of Friday's release. You're not going to see it anywhere else until right now. This is the Thought Transmitter Pro preview.
A true magician's magician, Mr. John Cornelius.
As one of the great minds in magic, John Cornelius was known worldwide for his creative genius. He devised a revolutionary way to peer directly into the minds of his spectators. Here's what I want you to do. Think of whatever it is that you're thinking of, whether it's a name, a number. Wait, when I said number, your eye twitched. So I think you're thinking of 48.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Were you thinking of 48?
I was thinking of 48.
Welcome to Thought Transmitter Pro. There's nothing to hide, no flaps, mirrors, or secret openings. It's like having true X-ray vision. You're thinking of 4?
Did you really choose 4?
Yes, that was my number. I would you do that?
For those just getting into mentalism, this is the easiest way to do a drawing duplication. Effortlessly accomplish all of your pre-show goals and get all the information you need on the spot.
On the spot. On the spot. Yes, this is great. This is a re-release of the John Cornelius Classic. This is a Peak wallet that is now made to look like a regular everyday carry. You can put your credit cards in there, some money in there. And the cool part is you never open the wallet. Once the information is put in the wallet, the peaking system is incredibly cool and revolutionary and just awesome. And I'm dropping a lot of big words because it's just great. This is from John Cornelius, again, one of the most creative guys that was around. But the method will make you smile, and it is back and just better than ever. So we're keeping it alive. Thought Transmitter Pro from John Cornelius coming up. Also, real quick, guys, before we get into our chat with Greg Rostami, again, we're going to be showing you ReaList live. I hope you're ready for this. I know I am. He blew my mind with this yesterday. I also want to let you guys know that coming up right now, I've got your winners. Got your winners, guys. Last week, or a couple weeks ago, we did a email list giveaway for the Evolution Magic Kit. We have 2 winners today. I'm going to announce those winners real quick. These are from our email list. Our first winner is Otto G. Leddy. Otto out there, congrats. These guys both pick up a free Shinlen Magic Kit. These are beautiful. So that's our first winner. We were only going to do one, but you know what? We're like, nah, the guys need more than that. That's our first winner. Our other winner is Callum Johnson. Callum out there winning that as well. So 2 Magic Kit giveaways for you guys right there. If you're one of our winners, we will be in touch with you guys to get your information. And congrats to you guys out there. All right, so enough chit chat about this stuff. I am super excited right now to bring you Greg Rostami live and to show you, and you can actually experience this with me. That's the cool part. We're going to experience ReaList together live. So get your device ready, get your computer ready. You can pull up a browser, you can follow along. You're going to be fooled by this just like I was yesterday because the man himself is here, Greg Rostami. How we doing, sir?
Hi, how you doing, Luke? Thank you so much for having me. This is fun.
It's going to be awesome to have everyone's minds blown here in just a minute or so. Congrats on ReaList, man. This is beautiful. Congrats.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, we've been at it for a while. It's about 1.5 years that both Matt Redelick and I have been developing this. And yeah, it's been out for some time, but just recently we made a lot of improvements to it. So we're very happy with this release.
All right. So you guys out there watching, are you ready to see this in real time? Because I want to show you this in real time. This is so good. So good. So, Greg, are you ready to blow their minds? Just destroy their minds, I guess?
I am ready to blow their minds. Absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
So I am keyed up and ready.
Yes.
To do this.
Okay. Well, before I get started, Luke, I want to send you an open prediction. Okay. So normally I would type this in your Facebook Messenger for you, and I had typed it for you before, and you're welcome to show everyone what this is.
Okay.
So here we go. I'll type it in. And since it's an open prediction, I can actually say it to everyone as well. Here we are. Let me type it in here.
And guys, you're going to watch this happen too, so get ready. This is all going to happen in real time.
Exactly. Yes. So here it is. The prediction is this old man has a nice, kind smile. Okay. So you can write that somewhere if you like, and we can come back to it in a moment on the screen. In fact, you can probably open up a different Google tab and you can just put down this old man has a nice, kind smile, because I'm so confident about this that that's going to be my prediction.
So I'm actually putting this right now in the Facebook thing here. So I've got this here on our Facebook page. I just put it in the comments, and I'll also do it on our YouTube channel. Greg's prediction. Here you go, guys.
I should have written it with a Sharpie nice and big, so everybody could see it. But
it's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah. So
there's the prediction, and both of these guys, you'll see it says, this old man has a nice, kind smile. I'll put that both on our Facebook and YouTube. You can see it right here, right there on the screen.
Yeah, there it is. That's a nice, kind smile. Thank you. Thank you, Luke.
All right.
Okay.
Um,
So, Luke, every time I perform this, especially when I ask people to think of a celebrity, people usually say Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie. And I don't want you guys to think that I'm going to take advantage of the most commonly selected celebrities, you know? So we're going to select a celebrity totally at random. And when I do this in person for people, usually I have a list of like celebrities and somebody randomly selects a list. But since we're not together and we're doing this virtually, there's a famous website which is Google Stats. So right there inside of Google, just simply type in Google Stats, you know, one word, no spaces, no nothing.
and the cool thing is, guys, too, you can do this with me. So if so
Yeah,
Greg,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, everybody. Google Stats. Yes.
So all together, one word, guys. You can do it on your phone. You can do this on your computer. Go to Google and type that in.
Right.
Google Stats.
So you notice, yeah, usually the first thing that pops up says like google-stats.com. So that's the famous website, you know, that Google shows you all the trending searches. So if you could please, you know, select that, Luke.
Okay, there we go.
Yes. Okay. Explore what the world is searching. Right. So this has got, like, as you scroll down the page, you're going to see all the trending searches that are going on right now. Luke, I want you to scroll down close to the bottom. There's a section that's called recently trending topics. And I want you to select, please, for me, the actors category. It usually has a Tom Cruise icon right there. So go ahead and select that, you know, Tom Cruise icon. And again, you guys, everybody else is watching. You guys could do this as well. Yes.
Yeah, you guys should do this too. If you're watching Do Everything, this is great. You get ready for this, guys. So cool.
Yeah. So this is it. You know, the currently trending actors, you know, the top 100 people that are actors that people are searching for. Okay, so Luke, since I'm doing this for you and we said we were going to randomly select an actor, I want you to name any number from 1 to 100 because the website has the top 100 trending actors. Go ahead, name anyone, you.
You know what I'm going to do because we're live? The first person that names a number, I will name that number. We'll do it totally live here. So I know there's a little bit of a delay, so we'll give people about 15 seconds here. But name a number. The first person to do it, I'll bring it up on the screen. Could be more fair than that. Could not be more
from
fair.
1 to 100, absolutely.
So we will wait for someone to go between 1 and 100. All right. So our first one popped up right here. It's my buddy from the Canada area there. Mr. CJ Buck says 77, number 77.
Okay. Now, obviously, Luke, you would agree that that is very much a random number, and I would have no idea anybody was going to say that number, right? No. Okay. Yeah. So now, Luke, what I want you to do is, if you could please scroll down the page, and you're going to see the top 100 actors go by, but we are really interested in whoever is at item number 77. So there's 100 different actors here, which is just crazy. Right?
Yep.
So keep going down. I know it's a lot. If it was a card trick, it would be 1 out of 52, but this is 1 out of 100, which makes it even more interesting.
I'm going to build the suspense here.
Keep coming. Let's see here.
There we go.
Luke, number 77 is Tom Hanks, which means my prediction is correct. Wouldn't you agree that he has a nice kind of smile?
This was the prediction. Greg's prediction. This old man has a nice. Well, he does look old in that picture, so I guess, and he has a nice smile. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You don't really seem that impressed with that trick. But you know something? My prediction actually is correct because if you bring up that prediction one more time, and if you look at it, you'll notice that all along I did predict that it was going to be Tom Hanks. All you got to do is read the first letter of each word in that sentence.
So this T, old O, M for so Tom. Okay, I see it. Tom, and then has HANKS. Tom Hanks. Oh yes, yes.
Oh yeah. Had to have a surprise ending there for you.
Oh, that's so dope, man. Yes. And if you guys are watching, if you're looking on your browser, on your phone, or on your computer, you will see that number 77 on the page I'm on really was Tom Hanks. That is great. Oh, Greg, that's so good, man.
Right. So basically, Luke, what's great about this is that this is, even though it's an effect that we're doing over a video chat, I do this trick over, and I even perform it while I'm driving in the car, which is pretty crazy. And I don't recommend this, but if it's so free that you can be driving and you say, hey, you know, would you like to see something interesting? And you just go right into a performance of ReaList, you know? So, Luke, let me do one more effect here for you. And I'm wondering how exactly I'm going to do this with so many people that are on at the same time. But let's actually try the memory performance. Okay. So, Luke, as you go to the bottom of the page, so there's an area close to the bottom of the page, which is the recently trending topics.
Yep.
I'm going to give you a choice of selecting from any one of these topics. Totally your choice. Just choose whichever one you want. Doesn't matter.
Food. I'm getting hungry. It's dinner time. So food.
Okay, food's a great topic. All right. Go ahead. Select food.
Okay.
All right. So now, Luke, here's what's going to happen. As you are going to scroll by the top 100 trending foods, I want you to do this rather quickly. So keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. You're going to keep going down the page, but look at the screen as you're scrolling. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, all the way until you get all the way to the bottom of the page. Okay, great. You can stop right there, right? So, Luke, I believe that everyone has photographic memory. In fact, I believe that it's at a level of superhuman. It's at a subconscious. I'm going to bring that subconscious memory out of you right now. So if you were to close your eyes just for a moment and you were to imagine that list of foods that just scrolled by, if I was to name something like, I don't know, sushi, from 1 to 100, oh yeah, from 1 to 100, imagine that list scrolling by with your eyes closed. Okay. You'll actually see sushi on the list, and then you'll see the number, where it is on that list. Okay. Where do you think it is?
Should I do it or should the people do it?
You should do it. Why not?
Right, I'll do it this time. I'll do it this time. So I'm going to say, and you guys know I love sushi, 64.
64. Once again, you could have totally said any number, right? And there's no way I could have known what number you're going to say. And Luke, this is going to be really, really freaky if you truly remembered where sushi is on a list. So please scroll up. Let's see what happens.
Let's see. I'm getting closer. 66,
wow.
65. Ah!
What?
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's so good, man. And I'm really hungry. Thanks, Greg.
This is proof positive that you have superhuman memory.
God. Oh, yes, of course. It's yes.
Yeah. By the way, for all the magicians that are watching, you notice how it says that not only on the website that the force item is sushi, if you look underneath it, notice how it says it's 579K searches. That number is a force as well, which means that there's a wonderful routine that I perform with ReaList, which includes a serial number, and that number matches the last 3 or the last 4 digits of a serial number that the spectator just brings out. You know, so it's a force utility where the force item essentially can be changed on the fly. You know, so you can make it be anything you want. And since Luke was talking about John Cornelius's new product coming out, the new Thought Transmitter Pro, you can actually use peaking devices like the Thought Transmitter Pro to get some information. And then you can actually use that information inside of ReaList, which means that it will become your force item, which is just crazy because, you can show how there can be a coincidence between what someone was thinking and what someone else simply randomly selected on a list, and this is in contrast to other kinds of forcing utilities in magic where the force item is kind of like locked down. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So like if you have a force deck, whatever's the force card is the force card. You can't change the force card on the fly, Yeah. Whereas with this, it's totally up to you. And at the spur of the moment, you change anything and that becomes your new force item.
So good. And there's questions, people saying they got to have this, got to have it, got to have it.
Thank you.
The first question was the price. I think it's, is it 50 or 55? What are we looking at?
Yeah, $50. Yeah, so it's $49.95. Okay. It's available actually right now through all of your favorite magic dealers. Murphy's obviously is distributing it. Yep. And yeah. And one of the other things that you get with ReaList is the ability to have it pair with Inject. So I'm gonna actually have only my buddy Luke Dancy do this for us. So for the other people that are actually watching this performance, please don't follow along, just mainly because I'm not set up to do it in a way where I'm doing it for a whole bunch of people at the same time. So Luke, just for you, go ahead and scroll down.
And the good news is we're like 15 seconds ahead of everybody too, so we should be good.
Oh, okay, good. All right. So scroll all the way down, select the Google link that you see all the way at the bottom of the page there.
Okay, click on that.
All right, yeah, click on the Google link. And I want you to, I'm not going to look at the screen, I want you to basically type in anything you want into the Google search field. Anything you want, doesn't matter.
Okay, for my friends out there, do you want me to hit enter?
Yeah, after you're done, you can hit enter, sure.
So enter, and you guys can see what I just typed in. Okay, I am done, Greg. I'm done.
You done? All right. So make sure that when I turn back around, whatever it is that you had typed in is not going to be visible. But before I do that, though, Luke, if you could switch over to the images mode for just a moment.
Click on images.
And show the images that were there that came up when you do an image search of whatever this was.
Okay.
You got it?
I got it, man. Yeah, this is fun.
So don't click on an image. Don't stop on an image. Just simply have an image in mind.
Okay.
Okay. You got one? Okay. So now make sure that you put the screen away so I can't see it when I turn back around.
We're safe. We're safe.
Okay, good. All right. So Luke, as you're thinking about whatever this is, the first feeling that I'm getting from you is, since you said you were hungry, there's something in here that's related to food in some way. Am I correct?
You are correct, sir. You are correct.
It's got something to do with food. The next feeling that I'm getting from you is that this image that you're thinking of actually is a photograph, is not a drawing. Is that correct?
That is true, actually, yeah.
It's correct. Okay, it's a photograph.
Yeah.
And then, Luke, I want you to think of literally any color that is in this photo that's in your mind's eye right now. Okay? It doesn't even necessarily have to be the prominent color. Just think of any color that's in that photo.
Okay.
You got one?
Yeah.
I don't know why, but kind of like a yellowish color really stands out to me right now.
Yep.
Is that correct? It's actually yellow?
Yeah.
Yes. Food. Yellow food? Is this a taco you're thinking of?
Yes, Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. That's Tuesday today.
It is Tuesday, and it is tacos, and you are the man, Greg Rostami.
Yes. Now here's a couple of neat things about what just happened right now. Okay, so essentially this was a linkage which was in between ReaList and Inject. Right. So for the people that are familiar out there with my Inject app, you'll know how you can use that as a method of peeking. And so that's called Google peeking. And so what we're doing right now essentially is using Google Peeks as a way of knowing what anybody has done a search for. If we were performing this for multiple people at the same time, I would actually get a peek from multiple people at the same time. And if I had assigned a different subject to each person, so for example, if I said, Luke, I want you to think of an actor. Hey, Lisa, I want you to think of a movie. And then Bill, I want you to think of a type of a car, right? So then, even though all three different searches would come in at the same time, just based on the topic of the searches that would come in, I would know which person is thinking of what.
Cool.
So that's another cool thing. And then, Luke, I'm going to show you one more thing about here, which is pretty cool. And that is that if I was, I want you actually right now to hit the back button on your browser.
Okay.
Hit the back button on your browser. So it's going to take you back to, I hit it one more time.
Hit the back again.
Hit the back button one more time. It's going to take you back actually to Google Stats, right? Now, I want you to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. I know it's a long scroll. And hit that Google logo one more time for me.
Hit the logo again, okay?
Hit that Google logo one more time.
Okay.
Guess where we are now? That's the realgoogle.com, right? Which means that previously, we were not in the realgoogle.com.
Right.
If you're performing for people that are really techno savvy and they want to like really investigate their phones and everything else after the trick is over, then actually in every way imaginable, both ReaList and Inject erase any signs or any breadcrumbs that would lead to a method, which is really, really awesome. So it becomes almost impossible to like reverse engineer what's going on in ReaList and Inject.
It's crazy, man. That is absolutely crazy. And if you guys are
Yeah,
just tuning
fun.
in,
What is that? I'm sorry.
I was just going to say for the guys just tuning in, I want you to know that we are talking about this right here. This is ReaList from Greg Rostami, and we just gave you a live demo. So if you just missed some of it, you have to watch the replay. Don't worry. We just did this live, and we did it a couple different ways and a couple different times. And Greg is here with us. So yeah, go ahead, Greg. I just want to let the guys know that are kind of coming and going what's going on here. So,
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
yeah.
I'm trying to think of there is just so much utility that's built into ReaList, and if you are performing it virtually like we are right now, obviously it just means that you don't have to touch anybody's phone. It just works. For those of you who are wondering how I actually paired with all of you at the same time, was the moment that I asked all of you to select the actors category was actually how I paired with you, which is just crazy. When you launch the ReaList app, you have a selection of what are the preferred categories that you like to perform with. And in my case, I had just selected actors. That's what I wanted to perform with. So if it just so happens that I'm performing at the same time as, oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Sean. If I'm performing at the same time as somebody else is performing, let's say with the actors category, then if that person grabbed it first, I would just simply get whatever is the next category that I would prefer to perform. But then keep in mind that even if I got the next category, which was, let's say, for me, it's actresses, right? But I really don't want to perform with actresses. At that point, all I would say to people is like, oh, you know what? Don't worry about it. It's like, oh, this is showing you the top 100 actresses in the world. But what I'm really interested in is the actors, the men. And I would just simply have the spectator switch over to the actors category, and then we would proceed from there. So even though you might not 100% of the time get exactly the topic that you want, that topic is simply used as a method of pairing with your spectator, and it's completely invisible to your spectator just because your spectator is simply following your directions, because obviously the prediction that you've made is going to be about an actor, and that's basically the method of pairing.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you are going to be performing ReaList in person, you don't need to have your phone at all. In fact, your phone can be dead, and you can perform it 100% on a borrowed phone. And there's a second method there, which we call the scroll input method. And all that means is that when you go to googlestats.com and they give you a number from 1 to 100, obviously you have to scroll down the page until you get to whatever that number is that they selected. In the action of scrolling, you're actually inputting the spectator's selected number. And it is a very, very motivated action, because obviously the spectator recognizes that you have to scroll, because if you don't scroll, you're not going to get down to whatever the number is that they wanted. So that way, because of its motivation, the method is completely invisible and hidden. As a matter of fact, usually when I do it on my phone, when I'm scrolling, right after I've done my dirty work, I hand the phone back over to the spectator, and I said, "Yeah, please scroll. Continue to scroll until you get to your number."
That's great. Someone was asking, is it always Tom Hanks? And I'll let you answer that, Greg. But the simple answer is no.
No. No, it's not. Everything in ReaList is customizable. So not only, like for example, right now, if I wanted to change ReaList so that we can force Al Pacino, I can do it in less than 4 seconds, and we'd be done. And Al Pacino would be now our new force item. So not only are all the lists themselves customizable, obviously the force item and the force number is customizable as well in any language you want.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm glad you're mentioning that too, because we have people all over the world watching. So good call, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multi-language support is a good thing.
Yeah, that's important. And again, guys, you saw me do this virtually with Greg. He did this for me. So if you are doing virtual shows, you can do this for people watching your show, but you can also do it, in real time with a borrowed phone. You go in and you borrow a phone, and you can do it in person with phones too. So it's not just on the computer. I want to make sure that's not lost during all this.
Yes. Thank you, Luke, for mentioning that. Yeah,
Yeah.
this totally happens on any device.
Yep.
As long as they can access the internet, you're all set. You can perform it.
And the really cool part, again, guys, is I tried to get you not interested, but I tried to get you involved when I was doing this. The really cool thing is, if you are doing a virtual show, one of my favorite features of this that I want to make sure you understand 100% is that if you're doing this on a virtual show, everybody you're doing the show for can see the page and see the result at the end, and they can be part of the routine and the revelation. So that to me is a huge plus with this. So I want to make sure people understand that 100%.
Yeah. Thank you very much for mentioning that, Luke. Mainly because we recently increased the capacity of our servers to be able to take care of a much larger set of spectators at the same time. So that's a huge bonus, and people that do perform virtual shows for a lot of people at the same time. So you can now pretty much rest assured that everybody is going to actually get that transmission.
Right. And the other...
Go ahead, pardon me.
No, I was just saying the other question, I think you mentioned this already, but I want to make sure people get it because it is asked here. Is it on Android? Is this for both? Yes. Is this Android and iOS? Okay.
Both iOS and Android. Absolutely.
All right, cool. That's always a good thing to make sure people know.
I don't want to leave out all of our beloved Android users.
Yeah. And as Travis put it, Luke could even be the forced result. Yes, I could be the forced result. That's true. I totally could. You could customize. Not that anybody knows who the hell I am, but
Yeah. It's I've had a lot of fun watching how people create. Oh, thank you for Cosmos Duo. It's another winner. I
think he likes it just a little bit, Greg.
He does. Yeah, I think that one of the funnest things for me in making up magic is watching how people use my products, and I want to give some credit where credit is due. The memory trick was originally created by Michael. Oh my God, I can't remember his last name.
Is it Murray?
That's
Michael Murray?
Murray, yeah, it is Michael Murray. Thank you so much, Luke. You instantly knew it. Yeah. Michael Murray is the inventor of that presentation, which I think is really brilliant. And if you've seen Michael Murray ever do that presentation live, it is just amazing. Because he really gets into it. He says, if you really believe in yourself and you close your eyes and you imagine the list, I have faith in you that you're going to be able to do this. And essentially the spectator is just holding their phone up against their chest, and they're thinking where the item is on the list. And because it's done completely without touching the spectator's phone, when the spectator scrolls down and they see their item on that list, it's a miracle to them. Because in their mind, there is no explanation.
Yeah.
There's no way,
Also, I noticed that Yosef noticed I'm rocking a little Cobra Kai. Thanks for the love out there, Yosef. Yes, I'm strike hard, strike fast. Yeah. And don't go anywhere, guys. After this, I've got a live giveaway for you too. Don't want to forget about that. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. I got a live giveaway for some mentalism. Today's mentalism. And I've got a kick-ass clip of Max Maven performing back in the day on one of the Dick Clark shows. So we're going to have a lot of fun, guys, even after this. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started over here. So Alejandro wanted to know, is the sushi, I can't talk, selection customizable? Everything is customizable, right, Greg? Not just the actor, but every single category on
everything is customizable. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Jacob says, I must have photographic memory. I think you're right. I think it's just me. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Vancouver had one more question. Can this be done with a PC computer at home with no cell phone? Is there a functionality without using a cell phone?
Well, for the magician that's performing it, you have to have either an iOS or an Android device. When you're performing it remotely. When you are in person with a spectator and you're performing it like impromptu, you actually don't have to have anything.
Yeah,
you can literally perform ReaList naked. It might not be pretty, but you can perform it naked if you wanted to. Because all it really needs is just a borrowed phone. That's all it takes.
Yeah. This is really, really cool. I got like an hour private performance from Greg yesterday, and he continued to blow my mind. And then he did it again today with stuff I didn't even see. So like, I am just Yeah, as my friend Colin says, Luke has been literally gobsmacked. Yes, yes, I have. Yes, Greg Rostami has
Oh yeah.
completely just, yeah, fried me good, fried me real good.
Oh,
Yeah. So yeah, any other things about Realist? I want to make sure we get every little detail covered because this is so good and there's so many things about it that are awesome.
oh
Is
yeah.
there
No, thank you.
anything else that we're missing here before we wrap this part up?
Absolutely. As I'm looking actually at the app itself, I'll bring up the app here in just for a quick moment, just to give you guys a little bit of the behind the scenes for you that do not have it. I'm going to make my brightness a little dimmer, just so that the camera is not blown out. There we go. I can probably make it a little bit dimmer than that. You always don't really know how dim things are for camera until you
There
do
you
it.
go.
There we go.
Yeah, that's better.
This is actually what Realist looks like right there, you know. And then all I'm doing to perform is I hit the little thumper button up on the top, and that's it. I'm ready to go. And so there are two different methods of input. This is a method of input which is called clock swiping, which means that I can do it without looking down at my phone, which is exactly the way I've been performing it for you while you've been watching the broadcast. If you do want to look down at the screen, there is also a mode over here that I will change in settings, which is for a number pad. And it defaults to the number pad actually as the default method of input, which means that now when we go onto the thumper, you'll notice there's a little number pad
Yep.
right there, which is just super simple. If you are performing, in a virtual show, you just kind of like look down for a moment and type away and hit send. That's really all it takes. And you've transmitted to everyone.
It's super,
really
super easy. Yeah.
It's that easy.
Yeah.
There's not much to it other than that, Um, but yeah, and then finally, the last thing I want to say about it is that the way that it linked with inject doesn't necessarily have to be inject. You can have realist segue into any of the other popular web-based magic tricks. If you wanted to have it segue into Mark Kirsten's famous wiki test, you're welcome to do that, and it will actually seamlessly transition into wiki test, or anything else. It doesn't matter. Well, thank you, Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno's a fan. He's a fan.
Bruno's a fan. And then the last thing I want to say is that whoever sees this always has an really interesting question that they bring up, or I should say comment that they bring up, and that is that this is just a Google Stats page.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that when you look at the web page, either on a mobile phone or on your desktop, and you look at the color theme and the layout and everything else, we were essentially trying to imitate the statistics page or the trends page that Google has. And so it feels very, very organic to your spectator. They don't think like there's some fishy website, in fact, when Luke originally just typed in Google Stats and hit enter in a search on Google, that's the way you'll perform it as well, so that you're not necessarily telling your spectator to necessarily go to a particular URL. It's just something that somebody can even search for, and it's instantly there.
Yeah, it's a very common thing, and someone even said earlier they love that it's the Google Stats because people are familiar with it. It's not like a weird abstract thing. Like people know what this is. They're familiar with things like this. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and as long as you can motivate why you want someone to randomly select an item from a list, or when you can motivate a mentalism performance of, like, let's say, memory, which this does, then you're all set. I usually preface my memory performance with psychologists would do this with a large list of items that were on a piece of paper. And how they proved how people can have photographic memory and actually remembering an item, all these items that are on a sheet of paper. But since I don't have an item, a sheet of paper with a bunch of things, the next best thing is just Google Stats, So that way you have a reason as to why you're going to that page.
Yeah. Well, I am super excited about this one. I'm watching the chat. Everyone is going crazy over this. I told you it was going to happen, Greg. I told you this was going to happen.
Thanks, Lou.
And I'm so thankful that we were able to get a live performance of this in. So if you're just joining us late, You can watch the replay. Greg didn't just do one version of this. He did several different things that you can do with the ReaList release here. So definitely visit your favorite magic shop. It is for Android and iOS once again, which is important to note. And we did it on the computer, but you can and you should do this on someone's phone, a borrowed phone, which is the cool part. So, Greg, just wow, man. Thank you for hanging out, for blowing our minds, and for being you, man. You continue to do good stuff. So thank you for that, too. You just keep doing the good stuff. So it's appreciated.
Yeah. So much. I appreciate it, Luke. Yeah.
You got it, man.
I have fun doing it. It's what it's all about.
I hear you, man. All right. Well, I'm going to let you run. Stay safe over there. And yeah, get ReaList, guys. Get it. So, Greg, I'm going to let you run, my friend. But thank you again for your time. And we will catch you soon. I can't wait to see what you got for us next. So you're always working on something over there.
I am. We're working on something right now.
Sounds good. All right, buddy. Well, thank you again. And I'll catch you next time.
Thank you. Take care. See you soon, Luke. Bye-bye.
All right, guys, you just saw it right there. ReaList from Greg Rostami. Heck to the yes. Awesome stuff. One of the great guys out there. So check it out. If you have any other questions about it, you can always post them in the comments. I'm always out there looking for it, for stuff like that. I'll try to help you out. And if I can't figure something out, I'll tag Greg in one of the comments in the Facebook and see if he can jump in too. So it is out there. It's on several of those Magic Shop websites. So pick it up today. So we got more mentalism coming your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. I got a live giveaway I'm going to do in just a sec. Let's do a live giveaway now. What the hell? Let's do a live giveaway. It is that time. That's right. It's that time. So we're talking all about mentalism. Let's hook someone up with the Clip Stick Switch. This is a download. This is a way to switch a billet virtually, like an illusion that happens on virtual shows, that you can do a switch for your billet. It's great for those virtual shows. So I'm going to hook someone up on Facebook and YouTube, as always. So if you are watching on Facebook, make sure to drop a like on this video right now. I'm going to go through the list of people that have done that in just a second, and I will pick someone live to win this. Does that sound good? Yeah. Okay, I thought so. So I am going to close that so you can kind of see some of this, but it's like a little billet, and this happens great with your virtual Zoom shows. So I'm going to refresh my Facebook page here, and I am going to go through everyone that has officially liked this on Facebook, and then I'll grab my deck of cards and we'll do the YouTube giveaway as always. You just gotta guess the card. So we are again doing the giveaway for this, the Clip Stick Switch. So let me go through here. I'm going to pull up the page of everyone that's dropped a like and go to all, and the first person I'm going to land on will get this. Just for watching live, guys, we do these live things every single Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so you should join us live. We do giveaways. We have chats with people just like Greg Rostami. You never know what you're going to find. So it looks like our winner is Patrick Shawa. Patrick Shawa is our winner over on Facebook. So I'm going to see if I can find a comment of his. If I can't real quick, I will just make a note. So it doesn't look like I see any comments from Patrick, but I do see that he liked this. So Patrick Shawa is our Facebook winner. All right. So live giveaway just went down. Facebook, Patrick Shawa. All right. So your YouTube winner's coming up in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do that where you guys guess the card that I'm holding up. You know how it goes. We do these every week. But first, let's take a step back. As you know, we talk about magic products every week, but I also try to bring you fun clips of magic from different magicians, some recent people, some from a little older times. And this week, because we're all about mentalism, I thought it'd be fun to bring you a clip of a legend of the mentalism community, the one and only Mr. Max Maven. So this is a clip from him back many, many moons ago on one of the Dick Clark TV shows. You probably haven't seen this clip. It's just fun to watch a master in action. So check this out. We'll come back. We'll do another live giveaway. And I got one more piece of mentalism to tell you about. So don't go anywhere. Here comes Max Maven. You ready? All right.
This man is truly interesting because when you describe him, you can't. He has spent the better part of his whole career mystifying audiences all over the world. As a matter of fact, he just flew in yesterday from Japan. He hosted his 6th television special in Japanese, no less. And tonight, he will amaze you with the world's largest card trick. Ladies and gentlemen, the mind-boggling Max Maven. How's the flight? Long. Now, you asked earlier, Max, for a volunteer from the audience. So, Betty, are you over there? Would you come up here for a second? We'll find out what went on between you and Max
Just
earlier.
before we went live on the air, I asked that the producers, the staff, pick someone out of the crowd. And Betty, you were the one. We met before the show for just a moment. This is Betty Jones.
All right, now, Betty, you and I don't know each other.
No.
You don't know him from before.
No.
You don't have to seem so pleased about it. Betty, what I asked you to do quite simply was to go off by yourself and to concentrate on a playing card, just to lock a thought in your mind without telling me what card you were thinking about, without telling Dick or anyone else connected with the show, not to write it down or in any way make that information public. Fair enough? You've got that card in mind.
I have.
Hold that thought. We'll come back to you in just a second. The second ingredient in this magical stew, which is going to be accomplished, by the way, without any magic tricks. This is all psychological.
Sure.
Involves the entire center section of the audience.
It's a
You've
great
all got
moment.
big pieces of poster board. Now is the time to get into position. Get ready.
All right. Oh, this is
And
like
then to
cheerleading.
complete the picture, Dick, you get involved.
Oh.
Because I have a pack of ordinary playing cards right here.
Okay.
And we'll show the camera that they are indeed all different. Makes the game more fair. Dick, if you'd be so kind, hold your hand out so that we can, probably easier if you turn it this way. I'll cut the cards into little groups. Whenever you like, you call out stop.
All right. Whoa. Stop.
That was a stop.
Stop.
All right. This is the card you've stopped on. Without looking at this card, place it into your pocket. Betty, you may have the rest of the deck as a souvenir. If you want the complete pack, you'll have to talk to Dick after the show. We've got all the ingredients in place, Betty, for the very first time. Nice and loud. You've been thinking of a card for the better part of an hour. For the first time, would you reveal that card out loud?
The 3 of diamonds.
The 3 of diamonds?
3 of diamonds.
Flip the boards!
Wow! All right. The world's largest card trick.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, audience, very much. You can put your cards back. Thank you, Betty. That was beautiful.
Thank
Well
you, Dick.
done.
Thank you. But we're not quite yet finished.
Not done.
No, you've got a card in your pocket.
Yes?
Now's the time.
All right. Look at that. I don't the 3 of diamonds. Max Maven, you are truly an interesting man. Thank you, sir, very much.
Truly an interesting man, Mr. Max Maven. One of the reasons I wanted to show you this, not only we're doing mentalism tonight, but also it just goes to show you how you can pull off a simple trick. Because we know what's going on. We're the magi, we're the mag, right? But look how something so simple can play so big on frickin' national TV. So, excuse me. So never forget that when you're performing, it's not always about how difficult the trick is that you're performing, but how you present it and how you make it play big. And I think that is certainly shown right here. So, hope you enjoyed that clip. That is Max Maven from a performance on TV doing what he calls the world's largest card trick. And that is what's crazy is weak. All right, and we are rolling along. Lots of fun stuff. If you are just joining us, we had a really awesome chat earlier with the one and only Greg Rostami, chatting all about his ReaList. We actually did a live performance. If you missed it, I'm so sorry, but you can watch the replay and see how good this really is. It is good stuff. He did it live to me, and it was great. And everyone was freaking out, and you missed it, but next time. Because don't forget, we go live every single Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on... Where is it? On Taco Tuesdays. Every Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, full of magic. In between the taco shells, we've got a little bit of mentalism, we got a little bit of card tricks, a little coin magic, a little bit of everything for you guys on Taco Tuesday right here every week. And if you don't know me yet, my name is Luke Dancy, joining you from Las Vegas. I'd love to know where you guys are out there in the world too. Let me know where you're watching from. All right? Let me know. Let's get to know each other a little bit. All right? But now it is time to get to know you guys with your playing card on YouTube. You know what's coming. Again, we're doing a giveaway for this, the Clip Stick Switch, a great piece of mentalism for your virtual shows. This is a billet switch that is created specific for those virtual shows. The illusion of the switch is beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and grab a card from the deck, and no, it will not be the 3 diamonds like Max Maven, okay? So this is for you guys on YouTube right now. I'm going to go ahead and remove a card. The first YouTube person to get the card I'm holding up, as always, my friends, will win this download just for watching live. We do live giveaways every single week. So if you're just joining us for the first time, come back and join us again. All right. We give you previews, we give you giveaways, we give you live chats with magicians, and sometimes we eat tacos together. But tonight, there's no tacos on my side. So first person to get this on YouTube, this is for YouTube because we just did a Facebook giveaway. The first person to get it on the YouTubes will win this download that is to my right. And I see the first person that got it right here. Let me go back up, is Matty Boy, our boy. Matty, got it right away. I'm not doing any switches. I'm not being cheeky. It is the 4 of spades, and you guys got it right away this time. So congrats again to Matty Boy on being our winner for the download that you're seeing right here in the Clipstick Switch. You know, it's funny because last week it took forever and a day for you guys to get the card that I was holding up. This week it was like, bam, it happened right away. So congrats to Matty on being our winner on YouTube. So yeah, that's awesome, man. Free stuff for you just for chilling out and hanging with us. All right. So congrats to Matty. He's one of our regulars. It's always good to see him out there. And the rest of you guys too. It's always good to see you. If you are just joining us though, our winners from last week were Thomas Fryer from YouTube. I want to give those guys one more piece of love here, a little bit of love. Thomas from YouTube and Facebook was Larry Mason. They both were our winners from last week, and they both picked up the deck of cards, and that's not the deck of cards. They both pick up the Mono Hexachroma deck of cards, which is a beautiful deck. So congrats to them. And if you are one of our winners, and Maddie as well, drop me an email, luke@murphysmagic.com to claim your prizes. Okay? So make sure to do that if you were one of our lucky winners tonight. All right? There we go. A little bit more mentalism coming your way before we wrap things up tonight. This has been a fun show for you guys. Had a lot of fun with you. This is something else, a little bit more mentalism for you coming in here. We talked about ReaList earlier. Beautiful stuff, as you saw. Don't forget those Juan Tamariz Masterclass DVDs are out. There are 3 sold separately. One is on verbal magic, which is great for virtual shows, actually. Stuff that happens interactively with people. It's all about that, the verbal magic masterclass. And there's one about the 5 points of magic, the magic points, which is just fantastic stuff about his, the extension of the 5 points that he talks about in his book. And then you have Comedy and Magic, the 3rd masterclass from Juan Tamariz. So they are all sold separately. If one sounds good to you, you can grab it, or you can just grab the whole set because Juan Tamariz is a legend. All right. So coming down here real quick, this just popped up yesterday, I think. This is the Calculated Thoughts book from Doug Diamond. Now, Doug is a underground mentalist. He's one of those guys that's part of the psychic organization that a lot of mentalists kind of in that world. And Doug doesn't have a whole lot of published work out there. He's one of those guys that if you're a mentalist, you know his name, you might know some of his work. But most of his stuff is published in here and some new stuff that you'd never seen anywhere else. 400 plus pages as well, which is crazy. And this is stuff, again, that's a lot of people have never seen. So if you're into mentalism, you're looking for a new book that's just full of stuff, you got some great quotes here from Ken Weber, from Maximum Entertainment. Mark Paul, another mentalist out there. But this guy really is a mentalism legend. The book is $60, beautifully laid out, full of mentalism stuff for you guys here. You can see here, look at the book and the spine of the book from our friends at Vanishing Ink. So this is available from your favorite magic shop out there. Because we are talking mentalism tonight, this is a kick-ass book on mentalism for a whole new generation of people that might not be familiar with the name Doug Diamond. So check it out if you are into mentalism. I think you'll dig it a lot. All right, so that is more mentalism for you guys tonight. But if you were watching, you probably know that already because we have some mentalists watching tonight, like my friend right here, Steven Galgano. What's up, Steven? And he's giving Doug's work some love out there. So, yeah. Our friend Rodrigo, he actually burned his arm with coffee. Wait, you did or you didn't? I'm confused right now. Alejandro wants to know, is that book for any level? I mean, beginners, intermediate, advanced. So the book I was just showing you, as you can see next to it, difficulty is listed as beginner. So this is something that if you're interested in mentalism and you're not too familiar with it, you're in luck. This is a good book for you. So there you go. All right. And that's what's cool. there aren't a whole lot of books coming out that are specific just for mentalism. You know, there's some downloads here and there. There's maybe a DVD featuring one trick. This is a book, 400 plus pages full of mentalism from a giant from the Magic and Mentalism Underground. The man we don't speak of. But we speak of him here because his book is out. So, yeah. All right. So there you go. Mentalism, mentalism, and mentalism. And again, also congrats to our winners that picked up the Evolution Magic Kit. We did some giveaways for our people on our mailing list. Our winners, again, were Otto G. Leedy. Otto G. Leedy. He's a retired military guy, so big love for him, actually. Congrats to him, and also our other winner, Callum Johnson. So we give away 2 of the Shinlam Evolution Magic sets as well. So congrats to those guys from our mailing list out there. All right, so good stuff. Let me take one more look at my list over here. I was trying to keep it as tight as I could for mentalism. I'll show you the preview one more time if you didn't see that. This is coming out on Friday. You're going to see it here first. Your second look at the preview, if you're just coming on, you're going to like this a lot. This is the Thought Transmitter Pro. This is a re-release from a classic John Cornelius release. Let's just see the trailer here, and then I'll tell you a little bit about it, and then we'll start to wrap things up. So have a look at the preview for this right now.
A true magician's magician, Mr. John Cornelius.
As one of the great minds in magic, John Cornelius was known worldwide for his creative genius. He devised a revolutionary way to peer directly into the minds of his spectators. Here's what I want you to do. Think of whatever it is that you're thinking of, whether it's a name, a number. Wait, when I said number, your eye twitched. So I think you're thinking of 48.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Were you thinking of 48?
I was thinking of 48.
Welcome to Thought Transmitter Pro. There's nothing to hide, no flaps, mirrors, or secret openings. It's like having true X-ray vision. You're thinking of 4? Did you really choose 4?
Yes, that was my number. How'd you do that?
For those just getting into mentalism, this is the easiest way to do a drawing duplication. Effortlessly accomplish all of your pre-show goals and get all the information you need on the spot.
On the spot. That's right, my friends. You will see the full trailer right here, wherever you are watching, at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday. Check it out. This is a great update to a classic. Really nice thing about it is it looks more like an everyday wallet now. It didn't used to. It's got spots for your credit cards and your IDs and stuff, so you can actually keep this on you and perform this at a moment's notice. There is no opening of the wallet to get the peek. There are no moving parts to open, to slide. There's none of that usual stuff. This is super clever and super, super practical for real-world situations. So John Cornelius' name should tell you a lot. If you know it already, if you don't, this is one of his best creations right here. Updated and brand new again. So there you go. Come back on Friday. Check it out. Charlie wants to know if Greg has performed. He did. We did it at the top of this tonight, so I'm sorry you missed it, Greg. Excuse me, Charlie. But you can watch the replay and see everything Greg did for us for his brand new release, ReaList. Definitely check out the performance he did for me. We did it live, and it was a lot of fun. So there we go. All right. Mark says he used the original back in the 90s as restaurant gigs. Looking forward to this. Yeah, this is a much nicer version of the original. It is back, and the cool thing is you can tie it in with ReaList. You can peek the info from ReaList, from the Thought Transmitter Pro, and then you can use it with ReaList. You can change the force thing in real time and totally crush people. So yeah. Let's see. All right, so there we go. What's up, Alejandro? Hope you're doing well out there. Hope all you guys are doing okay out there during these strange times we're all living in. But it's always great to see you guys on Tuesday nights. To hang out, to talk about magic, to show you some like we did tonight, to hook you guys up with free giveaways. And tomorrow, if you are around 3 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm going to be live with the other brothers to tell you all about Summit, the brand new trick that they teamed up with Patrick Kuhn, which is the thought of card inside of Sharpie. So more mentalism. We're sticking with mentalism. That is coming out tomorrow. We'll be live here tomorrow on Facebook and YouTube at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The other brothers live with me to answer your questions, to tell you all about Summit. So that's been another very popular product. So if you want to know more about it from the guys that produced it, join me tomorrow, to talk all about that. And then next week, I got a big surprise. Actually, it's the week after next week. A big surprise. I've got Jim Steinmeier joining me live. Talk about something he's been working on. This is the man that consulted for David Copperfield. He did a lot of consulting for Disney and a lot of other huge names in magic. Jim Steinmeier has officially been booked to join me to tell you guys about something he's been doing and just to get inside the head of one of the legends of our industry, Jim Steinmeier. So a lot of other fun stuff coming your way too, guys. We're just getting started this year, 2021. Hope it's going well for you guys out there. And as always, thank you for the feedback, the support, the love. It's definitely, I feel it. I see it. You guys are awesome. And if you are a new face around here, thanks for hanging out. I hope to see you again. If you've been here before, if you guys have been a regular, I see you. It's always good to see you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow or next Tuesday if you guys are around then, okay? So, yeah. All right, Travis, you get back to work, and you guys get out of there. Enjoy your dinner, your evenings, your mornings if you're on the other side of the world. Thank you for hanging out and being part of what we do, okay? And don't forget, turn on those live notifications so you'll be joining us live next week at 8 p.m. Eastern Time for more fun stuff, all right? That's it for now. I'm going to get out of here in style like I always do. You guys know what's coming. Let's do it to it. Much love, guys. I'll catch you next time. See you guys. Much love, and eat some time.